there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from my happy place, the Yarn Corner here on the west coast of Canada. How are you all doing? I hope you're well and staying safe on this sunny Friday. It is the early evening and I've got this beautiful sunlight streaming through. Yes, April weather. So today's date is April the 4th, 2025, and I'm here to kick off a new make-along for the season of spring 2025. Now, if you're happening across this channel for the very first time, hi, I'm Gary, welcome. I have set this channel up to talk about all of my yarny adventures. That's in knitting, crocheting, as well as my acquisitions where I purchase my yarn or tools of my craft from. So this particular one, I'll be talking about a make-along that I'm hosting. So if that's of interest, then please stick around. And for those who are returning, I want to say welcome back. I really appreciated the comments in the last video that I dropped when I had my happy mail that I opened, and really appreciated from special friends that sent me things. And I had a little like a model with appendable movable appendages, and maybe I have him here. Yes, I do. Here he is. And you're helping me give him some names. So I haven't come up with a name yet, but I really do appreciate all of the names that you've dropped in the comments, and I will review them and come back maybe in a video or two and let you know what we're going to give this person a little name. So if you're just happening across now and you think, oh my goodness, I want to get in on this and also help name this character, then please do in the comment section below. So put him back down there, and we'll move now on to talking about the kickoff of my mood board Mal for spring 25. So we're going to be hashtagging our makes along the way. If you want to include them into social, then please do. We're going to use the hashtag moodboardmal spring 25. And yeah, so I've got some old make-alongs from last year to talk about, to show you, so that we can get an idea of what we're going to be doing for this theme and for this season, the next 9 weeks. It starts now, which is April 4th, 2025. I probably won't upload this video until maybe a day or two into, like, away from now, because I've got to edit and all that wonderful stuff. So it'll start whenever this video goes up, and then it'll run until June the 15th, 2025. So what I'm asking for is photographs of your submissions to be emailed to me before the end or on the day of June the 15th, 2025. And then you'll be in for a slideshow presentation that I present at the end of the make-along. And so far, last year we had some really incredible entries, and all of them were fantastic works. So I look forward to seeing how everyone relates the themes to their colors and their mood boards. So we'll talk more about that as I go along, because I've got some past ones that I've done from last year, and that'll give you an idea of what's needed as well. So what we're going to do with the special one for this entry, the spring theme is going to be the same as what we did last year with our favorite songs. So we'll pick a favorite song of ours, a line in that song, like a lyric, and then we're going to make our mood board from that. So last year's my one was Taylor Swift's Lovers, and I will include the mood board up here, so maybe editing Gary can see me doing this crazy movement, and he'll put the last year's mood board up. Okay, so there was a bit of a technical issue, but I've got it up and going again. So hopefully the board is still up there. Taylor Swift, I'm using the line in the lyrics, and this is our place, we make the rules. I thought that was a very empowering lyric to build a mood board on. So I came up with all these romantic colors. So I'm seeing here rainbow, unicorn, pastels, and I was thinking, okay, now I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this mood board here, how I'm going to be inspired to pick my colors from it, and what kind of pattern I'm going to make from this wonderful mood board. Okay, so Gary, you can get rid of that now because we've taken a look at the mood board. That was part one of this make along from last year, and it's going to reflect what we're going to need to do for this year as well. So then I decided I needed to go and look for yarn that was going to match the colors in my mood board, which are represented in that song, and what kind of feelings it evoked it in me when I listened to that song. So I had this amazing, wonderful hand-dyed yarn from a indie dyer called Fiber Genie. And this was a generous gift from a person here on YouTube. It was Z. Zelda NRJ3 is her YouTube channel. Hi Z. And she generously gifted this to me, and it was for her birthday. So the colorway, I'm not too sure, I can't quite remember what the colorway name was, but it was something like Z's Groovy Birthday. And Z, help me out here if I got that wrong. You can leave it down in the comment section if you're watching this video. So this is all the brioche that I did with that special hank, and I accompanied it with a really soft rainbow hobby yarn, which was from their Dolce Cashmere collection, and it ranged from all the pastel rainbow colors, and I held it double because it was a thinner weight than the one Z had, and I held it with a cotton king cake, and that ran through some wonderful pastels as well. So what it came out when I was working on it really surprised me with the marl of the two variegated yarns or gradient yarns with Z's wonderful pop here of that special hand-dyed yarn from Fiber Genie. So yeah, I used a pattern, and this is what the pattern ended up looking like. I'm looking over here because I'm seeing where the pattern is and what it's called. It's called the Blooming Brioche, and it's by the designer Brandy Valton. Now, I found Brandy Valton's Ravelry page where this is on, and I'll link that down below in the description box, along with any other YouTubers I might mention, or tutorials, or other maybe some yarn stores that I might mention as well. So if you're looking for more information, go down there and you'll find out all the details. So yeah, this is a paid for pattern, this one here, the Blooming Brioche. And when I went to Ravelry, I didn't see that I could purchase it from Ravelry's store itself, but I found it on Lovecraft. As of the recording of this video, it's going for $6 US. So if you're looking for it, that's where it is. But do shop around. That's my suggestion, because you might find it somewhere else cheaper. So these are just some options for you to consider when you are looking for the pattern. So yeah, we're going to be doing it again this year, and I'm super excited about it because I had 3 boards that I put together for kind of describing the theme and what we needed to do. So from last year, and I did one of them, but now I'm going to go back and I'm going to re-dig into the archives and my collection, because I have the yarn set aside for all 3 projects. And I found the bag where it has the second song that I had in my lineup from last year. And yeah, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to choose our favorite song. My one this year is going to be Mazzy Star, and her tune that I love so much is called Fade Into You. And I'm just going to pull it up here so I can see. Okay, Fade Into You is the name of the song. And then my lyric from that song that I'm adding to my board is called Strange You Never Knew. So this has got a more quirky, it's got a more kind of earthy quality, more mystery involved in it, because the tune, when I listen to it, really does evoke some of those more exotic and mysterious tones in her raspy voice, as well as the way the instruments play out and the words to the song itself. So here we go. I'm going to show you the board that I created before I show you the color and then the pattern. So here is the board here, Editing Gary. Please put the second board up. And as you can tell, I'm using all of the warmer tones. I am seeing here like a sunset and all those wonderful dry desert kind of feels, because Mazzy Star brings all of that to me. Kind of rockabilly, but also more of the blues, but rockabilly style, if that makes any sense, mashing that up. And I'm thinking this might be a really interesting make along for people who love music, that they want to somehow get more in touch with their imagination when they're listening to music. So if you are a music lover and also love to create, this make along might be just for you. All right, so then it came to me choosing the colors in yarn that would match this board. So here we go. This is the yarn that I chose. It's a cotton acrylic, I believe, and it's from Hobby. It's their Dahlia, and it's 100% cotton, so there's no acrylic in it. I absolutely love this color. Now I double checked to see what the color name was, and I think it was called Rose Chocolate or Chocolate Rose. I can't quite remember. I think it's Chocolate Rose. And the color number is 09. This is also tested against harmful substances. It's got the Okotek stamp of approval there. And it's 100% cotton, 200 grams in each of the cakes, 800 meters. It has a tub with 2 lines underneath it. So I think you must have to hand wash this in cold water, and then do not tumble dry, but dry flat. And this yarn is made in India. So I absolutely love it. Really nice. This was generously sent to me by Hobby to try out and use. And I will be also flagging the works that I make for hashtagging Hobby too, so that they get to see what I make with it. So I hear you ask, what do I make? What do I make with it? And if you remember and recall from last year, I had purchased this opera shawl, Act 3, from Yaga Yaga Yarn. Yaga Yaga Design. That's the name of the design group. I bought this in a bundle, and I've already done the novella, but I did it in a thicker kind of tweedy yarn, and it was a humongous, huge shawl. I think it measured across maybe around 9 feet from wingtip to wingtip, and the depth of it was at least 5.5 feet. But because I'm now going to be using a lighter weight than the one that I did with the last one, and a different pattern, I am going to hopefully, cross fingers, make sure that it's not as long. This pattern does say that it's going to measure 200 centimeters across from wingtip to wingtip. So that is 2 meters, 200 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches. I think that might be somewhere close to around 7 feet for the equivalent. And it's going to be half the depth. So it said in here it was like 800. No, it was 86 centimeters, which is not quite a meter. And that might be the same as 3 feet. I'm just guessing. I don't know. My math and conversion is completely off. So I need 1,260 meters in my yarn to complete this. And with each of these cakes, I am getting 800 meters, so that's 1,600 meters to complete the pattern. And what I'm thinking of doing is starting off with light, going to dark, and then using the dark, and I probably will finish somewhere in this rosy color area here, not so much the chocolate, but I will have plenty enough for the project. I'm housing it all in my ABBA bag, which was generously sent to me as a gift from Judy. And Judy has a YouTube channel here on the YouTube streets. It is Judy's Witch Piece Craft. I always get that wrong. Sorry, Judy. Judy's Witch Piece Craft. I just watched her most recent video that she posted, I think a day ago, and it's all to do with lightweight shawls. She lives in the tropics of Australia, and she showed 3 fantastic shawls. So I think Judy was asking whether there was any patterns out there that she might be interested in making. And Judy, the Yaga Yaga shawls are definitely a treat. They're very much driven by charts. They don't have a written form. The designer themselves are from Poland, and a lot of the description on the first inside page is in Polish with a little bit of English. But if you can read charts, the legend actually also is in English, so it does give you a brief description on all of the chart symbols. So yeah, it's a really great pattern. All right, so that's going to all go in there. Now, what we need to consider is on the conclusion or during this make along, you can send me your photograph of your mood board with your special song that you've chosen on the mood board itself, and then choose the lyric that you're using from that to inspire your feels, and add that to the mood board too, so that it'll all be in one photograph. You know, attach that, and then attach a second image or a photograph of the work completed that you did. If you want to put in the email what pattern it was that you chose, or whether you freeformed it, also what yarn you used, because some people, when they see the photographs, they want to know what yarn it was and if it was a special color. Then please add all of those descriptions down, and when we do the slideshow, I'll add that to the description box so that people who want to watch it will go down there to find out the information about your makes and your entries. So yeah, I hope that you join in. It's a lot of fun. Last year was a lot of fun, and this is the item that I finished. So I'm hoping to add that Opera Act 3 shawl to the make for this year. There's something else that's going to happen too. When you get me those photographs before the end of the make along, I am offering up a special prize for one lucky person. Now, I will pick randomly out of a bag or out of a bowl. I'll put all the entrance names into the bag or bowl and pick out one. Now, the one thing that we're going to do is through the seasons this year is I'm going to make a special gift each time for one lucky winner for each of the seasons. So I've decided on what I'm going to make. I'm making the Albert bear. So this will be for spring this year. This is the Albert bear that I'll be sending to one lucky winner. Yeah, he's got a little made by Urban Yarn tag on him, but this is one that you can unscrew if you don't want the handle on there as well. Like, so you can unscrew this little tag. But I thought I'd leave him on there so that if you want to hang him on something, you've got like a little tag. If you want to put him on a favorite bag of yours, he can follow you around everywhere, or she. So it's gender, non-gender specific. So you are able to give this bear their name. And so that's what the winnings will be if you enter and you're the lucky person being drawn randomly. Yeah. And as always, I always put the patterns that down below in the description box, and that is from Her Wool. Sorry, I'm just mixing everything up. So this is from Wool Her, and the pattern name is called Albert. I hear you asking, well, Gary, you've forgotten something very important, and that's how do we submit our photographs? And you'd be right. So I'm going to add my email address to the bottom of the screen here. It is urbanyarn101@gmail.com. And make sure you get those photos to me by the close of this mail. It's June the 15th, 2025. You'll be then eligible to be drawn randomly for the prize. There'll be one winner, and then also be in the slideshow presentation. So I'm really looking forward to it. I hope that that answers all of your questions, but if you do still have more questions, then please do reach out to me using the email address. If you've forgotten it, it's down in the description box as well. It's there all the time in every video, and along with that is the details for this make along. So if you want to peruse that, if you've say forgotten the time frame or what the hashtag was, if you didn't quite understand what the entry requirements were, then all of it is down below in the description box. And I hope to see your entry and find out what wonderful songs are your favorite. And yeah, we have 9 weeks. So I think that's ample time to take it nice and slow and make sure that, you know, we're happy with the songs that we're choosing, as well as what kind of patterns are out there. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.